Okay, so this is still gonna be, I guess, kept, I don't know, generally speaking is safe to say. Okay, timeless here to those that are curious. I may be eating in the midst of it. If it's an annoyance, if it's not your thing, you don't have to watch the video. So I'm just giving you a heads up right now. Um, when I do vids, they're really random and whatever, I guess. I don't know if it's kind of like, partially or partly of me preserving like my truth or something. So, interpret that as you wish, how you see fit or whatever, or just have an experience with it. Um, anyway, this is going to be going into a reader that did a read in the past. One of two primary energies that were in the read or spoken about were Aries and Gemini. So, I believe her name begins with an A. I want to say it's Alexia. Yeah, just so people know, initially how I responded back to it was actually, in a sense, more or less agreeing, but in the other sense, also just acknowledging the truth of things or different truths to things. But, for whatever reason, I got something, 144 on the clock there. Something dawned on me just today, so it must be indeed something to add to things, which is true. So other aspects that it was a post a while ago by now, or a video a while ago by now. Because in all honesty, I got to get this out there and out of the way, because I know in the end of the day, the only one that's going to speak up, it's like you have to speak up for yourself, right? Okay, so it's like nobody else is going to do that for you. And I think the funny thing is when they do it, yeah, I know, when they're really desperate for content or whatever. Anyway, it's on the topic of questioning another individual's sexuality. Aries questioning another individual's sexuality. No, it was not in the position to, of the reader did not position herself to understand things from my point of view at all. So, by no means am I trying to hold something over someone's head. In all honesty, I actually really don't care. To just really come on here and like nitpick at people or be like this like Woody Woodpecker in their head or some shit, because, I had seen how that is, getting that from like other people in the collective at different points in time, so I'm all too accustomed to how that feels and how annoying it is. But I will say this, it's actually really time for me just to be consistent in stepping up for myself, defending myself, and speaking up for myself, and not just being an individual that stays on the sidelines and allows anyone and everyone to just completely like walk over me or dismiss me or just basically use me as this sort of object or backdrop or whatever, just for the sake of them having building blocks for the sake of content material. Especially if there's something that does indeed need to be added, or an added perspective to things that's valid. So, CCC Readings did a recent read talking about two gentlemen. Some people might want to watch it. Intuition Angel 444 touched on sort of, I guess, like homosexual vibes a while ago. It was a general read. or having like a very close male friend, so to speak. Not only that, this is in regards to Gemini. This is not me trying to put him on blast or embarrass him or anything like that. Me personally, I don't care. There has already been at least 2 times, if not 2 or 3, but definitely safe to say 2 that I can recall. And even recently, up until present, I want to say in the past couple days, give or take, of basically someone considering openly talking about it. This has nothing to do with me. Of openly talking about moving basically with this male friend or whatever, or wanting to live by them or on the acres or whatever. So, this person he also showed me something with him online or whatever recently too. Now, I'm trying to do this from a non trying to embarrass people, put them on blast, put them on the spot, anything like that. I'm just going from the stance of just saying things like it is, how they've happened in real life time, and not also from the stance of like me thinking someone's gay, just straight out. But anyway, the thing is, like I said, this reader, she wanted to make it seem that it was so out of line or out there or out in left field for me, but in reality she wasn't actually trying to understand things from my position or put herself in my shoes whatsoever. So anyway, just to kind of like give people some other perspectives and some things that other readers have posted at different given points in time. All people have to do is research Vachnin. Yes, when somebody quote unquote does the dirty, they turn asexual. There is a such thing as people being trans. There is such a thing as people being pansexual. And there is such a thing as people being asexual. Now, from what I've heard, when you're asexual, that typically comes from somebody that has cheated, is correct. Can someone already be asexual? I'm not entirely sure. Gary's Tarot did a read a while ago as well of me questioning somebody's sexuality, and I believe he mentioned the asexual stuff too. Yeah, everybody's truth is different and how they preserve it. So like I said, Vachnin already talks about stuff, all people gotta do is watch Psychology. People don't have to quote me for nothing if they don't want to. Yeah, there is stuff that there was a Vachnin video he did about the butterfly and the caterpillar. So that's the one that really exposes everything. Yeah, the narcissist preserves their false sense of self to become themselves. Yeah, so anyway, I just speak facts and truth here or whatever, or to the best of my ability. So, anybody, I guess at this point and for a while, I want to say Possessed 777 did a read, I don't know, so many amount of weeks ago till the past month or so, give or take, touching on the fact that I was already exemplifying just relaying facts. There was another read, I want to say it was Southern Mystic, that she caught in real time when I started to embody the Empress energy. So people can even go back on real life timelines and be able to figure out a little, a marker in time of when I started to embody an energy, give or take, I want to say there was another reader that did mention some stuff too.